Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the FIFA 17 career mode with Southampton. I just got done watching the Southampton versus West Ham United game, and that's something I have been doing more of, just researching the club as a whole to make this career mode better. Having watched that game, a lot of the comments I've seen left about how players play IRL make a lot more sense. For example, Charlie Austin has been on fire for the last week, and I kind of regret selling him in this career mode. I wish I'd given him more of a chance, but we're going to look to learn from the past and not try to make that same kind of mistake in the future. Outside of that, players like Van Dijk put an incredible performance, and he seemed to win every single aerial ball. Another thing I've been doing to try to connect with Southampton as a club more has been watching the Southampton YouTube channel. I'll leave a link to it down in the description. I'm sure that many of you that support the club are already subscribed to it, but it's just been really cool watching some of the player interviews. For example, I watched an interview with Jake Hesketh, and to see what it meant for him to get a start and score a goal for Southampton made me connect with him as a player more. So what I think I'm going to do in the future transfer window is recall him from loan and allow him to get some game time in this career mode as well. The main reason I have been making those small changes and trying to put in the extra effort is that from a viewer perspective, those small changes make the world of difference for a career mode. Things like getting pronunciation right for player names, knowing how players play and how they feel about a club just make a huge difference for a career mode. And although I'll never be able to get to a perfect per se career mode, I'm going to try to get as close as possible, at least in my mindset. Before we do get into a couple of press conference questions, I want to discuss the poll results from yesterday's episode where I asked you guys what your preferred length is for these career mode videos, and I'm going to try to be shooting for that 20-minute mark. Some of them might be a little bit less, some of them might be a little bit more. It just depends on how much in-game footage I have and whether some other features appear in a career mode, but the 20-minute mark is what I'm going to be going for. Finally, getting into a couple of your press conference questions, I need to start by discussing the result we had against Portsmouth in the last episode. We struggled to get a 1-0 victory in extra time, and that just goes to show the quality of any team in career mode. On any given day, one team can beat the other regardless of their side, so hopefully we can take that as a lesson and not take any team too lightly. Thinking forward a few months ahead, I want to start compiling a short list of players that we could potentially bring into the team in January with the 20 or so million that we do have to spend in our transfer budget. The one type of player I feel like we're lacking in this team is a player similar to Charlie Austin that can play at the striker position, hold up the play, and be an aerial threat. Braithwaite has been very solid so far, don't get me wrong, but I feel like having a player similar to Charlie Austin would be a good thing to have in this team. I'm definitely going to be relying on your guys' comments to start compiling that short list, so if you have any players in mind that fit that mold, then go ahead and put them in the comment section. For those of you looking for an update on the kit situation and what player I'm going to have on the back of my kit, I think Jose Font was the most popular suggestion, but I'm going to give it a think over, wait a couple of days before I place that order, and of course it'll take me a while to get that kit because I am located in the United States, so I'm sure with shipping that'll take a few days. As usual, if you're looking for me to keep doing these press conferences in future episodes, make sure you keep putting new questions down in the comment section below. As long as there's new questions that I have not addressed, I plan on continuing doing these. Taking a look at the matches we have planned out in today's episode, we'll have to rely on squad depth in order to make it through. 2 days after this game against West Ham United, we've got the first match of the episode against Swansea City, and the team's already going to be tired after having played against West Ham, and to make matters worse, we have a game in the EuroLeague against Aberdeen on Thursday, and then as we get into October, we have a game against Leicester City on Monday. So in a week and 1 day, we'll have to play 4 matches. With all those matches coming up, I know we're going to have to make some changes relative to our lineup. And the first question I have for you and your daily poll question will have to do with our starting striker. Right now we have Braithwaite as our starting striker. He's 78 rated, but I see it so much in the comment section that you guys want me to give Shane Long more play time. We'll take a look at him, but let me know whether you want the 77 rated Shane Long as our starting striker or the 78 rated Braithwaite. In order to save some time from having to manually make changes to our first team, I've constructed a second team sheet featuring players who don't consistently get play time for us, and these guys will play an important role in today's episode and also in matches relative to the EuroLeague and the Domestic Cup. Let me know your thoughts on these players and if I should include any other players in our first team or subs. I've also been seeing your comments about using the global transfer network, which in my opinion is a very underutilized feature in FIFA 17 career mode. So we're actually going to hire this scout here, and it's going to be a 5-star scout, which will definitely add some quality to the team. Cost 3.4 million, but I think we're going to get worth out of that. But what we're going to do with these scouts is set a couple of instructions. I have 2 listed here. We're going to be searching for a world-class player who's between the age of 16 and 23, and also a first-team player between the age of 16 and 23. Hopefully by the time January rolls around, we'll have a couple of promising young players that we can add to the shortlist and potentially look to add to the team. These top 3 scouts are all in the process of returning home, but the bottom 3 have actually deployed to a couple of countries in Spain, Germany, and also England. What I want from you guys to let me know, what other 3 countries should I send out the remainder of our scouts? That way we can have a wide diversity of players to potentially add in January. Finally, getting into our first match of the episode, we'll be playing Swansea City at the St. Mary's, and we're using largely a second team, a couple of substitutes made, dropping Davis down to the right center defensive mid and using Salih Uchan at center attacking mid. We're going to have to put in a good performance though, because Swansea like to hang on to possession, and that's very frustrating to play against on legendary difficulty. In terms of the league table, Swansea are having a respectable season. They're in the same boat as us in that we're both a game back from most of our competitors, so we're both looking to pick up 3 points here. The Swansea team sheet is not far away from what we were using only a couple of episodes ago, and Sigurdsson seems to be a fan favorite among you guys. I had a lot of suggestions saying I should sign him in an upcoming transfer window, and this is a chance for us to scout him out. Finally, a chance for us to get on the counterattack. Swansea City have been dominant in this game, not creating too many highlights, but hanging on to a lot of possession in our own half. But now, pushing forward, we've got Matt Targett. He's got the option to play this one inside to Jay Rodriguez, trying to slip this one through, and it might actually work out. Had the defender not been able to get there, that could have been a one-on-one chance with the goal scorer. And now we're going to send in the cross. It has to be an open header, and it's Jay Rodriguez making it 1-0. Our first shot on target is a goal, and Jay Rodriguez, the guy that's been around the Saints for a couple of seasons now, manages to get us the opening goal. Chance here for us with Davis. He's going to find Romeu. And now playing this one over to Salih Uchan. Scoop turns around the defender and wins himself a free kick. PA to take this one. I haven't been successful so far with my free kicks, but we're going to try it again here. 2 bars of power, and this one is on target. It's off the crossbar, and we're trying to follow it up. Romeu does miss it from right in front of the goal. A couple of our defenders are sitting back. We've decided to go more defensive because we do have the 1-0 advantage at this point in time. And Swansea, we know what their strategy is going to be. Crossing it in and sending in passes. Now it's going to be Cork. The follow-up chance is going to be played centrally to Sigurdsson. Another shot, and this time it is not on target. Swansea applying some pressure, but Fraser Forster doing everything in his power to keep the clean sheet. I have a feeling Swansea City is going to come out with a new team identity in the second half. The possession has not been working for them. They've been able to hang on to the majority of it, but it hasn't led to too many chances, and Fraser Forster has played a good game so far. I'd like to add on another goal just to ensure this victory, because you never know with the legendary CPU and when they might strike. We're at the 56-minute mark, and I think now is as good of a time as ever to make a few substitutions. I'll be taking Romeu off because he's on a yellow card. I don't want to risk being down a man and having him sent off, so I think we're going to bring on Reed for him. And then along with that, not too many other players are troubling with stamina issues, but I want to take Shane Long off so that he can keep some of his stamina and we can have him on reserve for the next game. In order to replace him, we're going to bring on Thierry Ambrose. Here's Reed, already making an impact on the game. Now Thierry Ambrose slotting a through ball. It's Matt Targett pushing all the way up the pitch, and that is that left back finishing coming into play. Good run by the young player, and nice pass by Ambrose. Maybe on another occasion, that would have been in the back of the net. Here's Lloyd Isgrove, showing some of his acceleration and getting by a few of these Swansea players. Now playing a through ball over to Thierry Ambrose. This is some great play. Playing it back inside, and once more, and even one more time to end it off. Jay Rodriguez getting his second goal of the game, and surely that's going to ensure 3 points for the Southampton side. What a job by Jay Rodriguez in this game, and the team in general. With that 2-0 lead, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get the win, and I'll make our final substitution by bringing out Salih Uchan and making sure that Dusan Tadic gets some more playtime. Harry Reid, what an interception. And he has some options to play this one through. I think that's Dusan Tadic making the run on the left. Unfortunately, it is defended well by Swansea, and this could be a chance for them. Why would Leroy Fer play that pass? But it's an ambitious back heel, and Swansea, I think they're getting desperate because their build-up play is very strange. They still end up getting the shot on target. Fraser Forster pulls off the save. Good play here to find Thierry Ambrose. And now a player making the run. That wasn't exactly what I was trying to do, but Tadic pulling off some skill moves, making it look fancy, has the cross, and he's going to play one across. That's going to be a finish by Jay Rodriguez. That's his hat trick, in fact, and what a game and a performance by him, showing that maybe he should be in the starting 11. So many of these players who usually start on the bench for us just go and show me that I'm proving me wrong, really, and I think we might have to give him some playtime in future games as a starter. Stats-wise, we looked very similar to Swansea City, but we ended up getting a 3-0 win, and I'm really curious about the player ratings. Jay Rodriguez getting the perfect 10. That's the first time I've actually seen that in at least the last 2 FIFAs, so that's incredible to see. A win in our next match in the EuroLeague against Aberdeen would put us in a respectable position of the group table, potentially first by a long shot if Krasnodar does lose to Lille, which I would see happening, and that would put us 3 points above both them and Lille. We'll be playing in the rain once again for this match in the EuroLeague against Aberdeen, and taking a look at our team management, I have made a few changes, and of course I am including Jay Rodriguez in our subs, coming off a literally perfect game and a 10.0 match rating, but outside of that I've decided to give Yoshida the start at left center back. Aberdeen, a club with a lot of history and having the accolades of having Sir Alex Ferguson as their manager at some point is pretty impressive, but these days they don't have the best side, and I'm looking to get a win against them. Classy playing it through to Braithwaite, and this could be a chance early on for us if we can skip around a few of their defenders, but instead we will find Hellberg. Over to Classy, who came off an incredible performance in the last episode, and he was trying to trickle that one in on the near post, but that one does hit the side netting. Here's Jordi Classy on the ball, looking to run away from a couple of the Aberdeen players and switch the play as well, using some LT dribbling to shield the ball, and now we're on the attack. It's James Ward-Prowse, now playing it out wide to Buffal. He's got the 4-star skills, going to Burba spin inside. Looking to find Ward-Prowse again, getting by a few more players, near post finesse shot, and he was about to pull the trigger, but Aberdeen's defender coming in at the last moment and saving a goal. But Ward-Prowse looking to create an assist. It's Hellberg looking to shoot this one, and he was going cross goal, but that one well over the crossbar. Here's Hayes on the ball. He's got plenty of players around him, but he's looking to do it himself. Shooting on the near post, McCarthy pulling off a big-time save right there. It will be a corner kick for Aberdeen, the first one of the game for them, and we'll see what they can do with it. McCarthy is going to make the save. Trying to pump this one forward quickly and just get Aberdeen caught on surprise. Braithwaite actually wins the ball back, and he could find Buffal on the left, using a Burba spin to cut inside if he can get around the defender. Well done. And now playing it centrally. It's a nice pass to find Braithwaite. Just a finesse shot by him. And it's off the post once again. The keeper, I don't know what that was for an animation, but he ends up getting it cleared. Here's Hayes once again. He has been the impact player in the game for Aberdeen. And they're trying to get a goal before halftime. Another big save by McCarthy. To be honest with you guys, he's been a little bit more impressive at times than Forster. Actually has not conceded a goal so far. But we might have a chance at the end of the first half. But no, the ref does call for the end of the first 45 minutes. And it's been an interesting game, but a scoreless game. And these smaller teams have been giving us trouble. Stats-wise, I think we're doing all right, though. 3 shots, 1 on target, and 58% possession. If we can continue to create chances, we will get a goal. I'll be calling on Jay Rodriguez to get that goal for us, bringing him on for our left winger. And although Buffal is 80 rated, I'd rather have the player in form in Jay Rodriguez. Aberdeen getting into our final third and playing it to the byline, sending in the cross. This could be dangerous, and the shot on the near post, somehow that gets by McCarthy. He's been doing so well so far in this game, but probably the easiest shot he's had to deal with goes in the back of the net. Corner kick for us in the 58th minute. We're going to try the near post driven one, and maybe this will work out in our favor. It's a decent shot, and the keeper pulls off save after save, but we're going to keep at it. And just one of these times, we need one of our players to get it, and guess who? It's Jay Rodriguez. What a header, and it's tied up 1-1. Come on, boys. Jay Rodriguez has scored the last 4 goals for this Southampton team. That's an impressive feat, no matter the competition. James Ward-Prowse to send this one in. I see Jay Rodriguez on the near post, and we're looking to get it to him. This time it is cleared out, though, and Aberdeen could get on the attack, but we win it back with Hellberg. He's going to run to the right wing and get by a few more Aberdeen defenders. Near post cross, and it's going to be a goal for Braithwaite. Well done to run that one to the byline. And the headers just seem to be so effective in this episode. I'm trying out that technique a lot more lately, and it seems to work out for us. As the ref calls for full time, that'll put us on a pretty impressive win streak, 5 straight games on legendary difficulty, and I'll try to keep it going with our final match of the episode. With it being the start of the month, we have a youth scouting report for our 3 goalkeepers, and this is actually a crucial question for you guys. As you know, we have been training Ewan Lewis, but his potential has dropped significantly. He's down to 69 to 85, and we have Callum Morgan here, 76 to 94 potential. I'm thinking that he is going to be the more promising player, and he's almost at the same overall. So what do you guys think? Should we switch our training over to Callum Morgan, or should we just keep on doing training with Ewan Lewis? Before getting into the squad report, I have some bad news to bear, and Steven Davis is going to be out of the team for 2 months' time. Although he's not a regular starter, he still has provided to be a crucial player for this team, getting goals when he's been subbed on, and this is a big blow. Running through the squad report, I can already tell that some of our players have grown exceptionally well, particularly our defenders in Cedric, Fonte, Van Dijk, Semedo, and even Gardosh. So that's great to see that our back line is improving over the course of the season, along with Ryan Bertrand. So that's great, and I think our defense is really sorted, and one of our biggest attributes to boast so far this season. We haven't conceded too many goals, and if we can continue that kind of form throughout the Premier League season, I think we have to be favorites to finish within a Champions League spot by the end of the season. But I'm also concerned about our attackers and some of our players on loan. Some of them have grown, some of them have not. Thierry Ambrose also going up +1, but he's a loanee, so he doesn't have too much importance to us. But overall, very happy with the squad report, and I'd like to see some of our higher rated players continue to grow, like Buffal. Our final match of the episode will be against the 2015-2016 Premier League champions in Leicester City. For the team management, I've made some changes, brought Jay Rodriguez to left wing, moved Buffal over to center attacking mid, and then also bringing Semedo in at the center back position. Let me know your thoughts on having Buffal at center attacking mid, or whether you think he plays best as the left winger. After winning a couple of matches, we have been climbing up the Premier League table once again. A win here could even put us first place, but we do have to get through Leicester City, who have made some signings in Slimani, as well as Robert Zieler, which is an impressive signing. Ahmed Musa leading the counterattack for Leicester City and showing off some strength right there. Ruben Semedo, though, gets it cleared away. It will be Slimani to shoot this one. Actually, it was Mahrez who got laid off by Slimani, but great save there by Fraser Forster. Both of our goalkeepers have been fantastic so far this season, and that is really a gift to have two quality goalkeepers that we can call upon. Might be able to get one more attack in before the end of the first half, and now it's going to be Hellberg looking to find Buffal, and actually it's going to be Jay Rodriguez. Almost worked out for us, and we're going to win a throw-in. Last chance of the first half, it will be Cedric to find Redmond, and now Jordi Classy. He banged in a long shot in the last episode. He might be able to do it again here if he gets a little bit of space. Squaring up with the defenders, playing it off to Buffal, and again, back to Classy. Using a ball roll to create some space, and gets pushed off by Mendy. That'll be the end of the first 45 minutes. It's been a struggle to create chances in this game, but we've had plenty of matches like this so far in the season, and these are the kind of games when we need individual players to step up and bag themselves a goal. We'll need it from someone here. I don't know why, but I feel like Dusan Tadic will be the guy to get ourselves a goal, so I will be subbing him on the right side this time for Nathan Redmond. Here's Buffal squaring up with the Leicester City defense and using his pace to get by a few of the defenders. Now he's going to burb a spin inside, splitting the defense, and Robert Huth stepping in and making the tackle. This is where Leicester City are dangerous because they're very solid from the back, and the counterattack seems to be where they're getting all their chances. Luckily, we have Ruben Semedo, who's just a brick wall in the back. 18 minutes left to go in this one. Our attackers are looking fine. It's our midfield that needs substitutes. First off, it's going to be Hellberg coming off, and I think we're going to have to be subbing on James Ward-Prowse, and then we'll bring on Salih Uchan as center attacking mid for Buffal. Okazaki, we just can't seem to get the ball off him, and he will play it over to King. Need to close him down. Now it's Slimani. He'll shoot on the near post. Great save by Fraser Forster. Try and play it over to the right. Will the ref let us gut forward one more time? No, he will not. That will be the end of regulation. And we end up getting a draw in this one, which is not the worst of results. Really not a game of many opportunities in this one. Just one shot registered on target for us. But a draw is not the worst thing that could happen. We're still very much near the top of the table. And in the next episode, maybe we can overtake the top of the table Spurs by the end of it. But guys, that will bring an end to today's episode of the Southampton career mode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. And until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.